Hi, this is Dwyer from Gamblers Advisory. There is a fascinating fight coming up January 24th of 2009. That's the tentative schedule for Ontario, California for the WBA welterweight title between title holder Antonio Margarito, who is 37-5 with 27 knockouts, and he's taking on Sugar Shane Mosley, who is 45-5 with 38 knockouts. We believe this fight is a mismatch. I believe that the winner of this fight will be Antonio Margarito. Margarito believes that he is a great fighter. In fact, he sparred with Oscar De La Hoya. He fought Kermit Cintron when Kermit Cintron was undefeated. He fought Paul Williams when Paul Williams was undefeated. He fought Joshua Clottey, who has one of the belts at 147, when Joshua Clottey had not lost for 7 years. And of course, he fought Miguel Cotto when Miguel Cotto was undefeated. How good is Margarito? Margarito actually fought Daniel Santos twice. Santos, by the way, is the title holder at 154. He holds one of the belts. Vernon Forrest holds another of the belts. And quite frankly, Margarito got jobbed out of the decision in the rematch, which was stopped on cuts. Margarito was outboxing Daniel Santos. The fight was stopped prematurely, and of course, in a very bad hometown decision. Daniel Santos was awarded the decision by the judges. So Margarito, who is 5'11" to Shane Mosley's 5'9", has been in the ring with the best. He is that rare champion who literally pushes himself, and we believe that his fighting style will take out Shane Mosley. Now understand, neither of these men has ever been knocked out. Both guys have hit the canvas, but neither has stayed down on the canvas. I believe there is a distinct possibility in this fight that Shane Mosley, who went the distance with Miguel Cotto, does not make it through the distance with Antonio Margarito. Shane Mosley is an excellent fighter. He recently took out Ricardo Mayorga at 154. Shane Mosley took out Fernando Vargas, a very heavy hitter, twice at 154. This fight is actually at 147. However, there is turmoil in Shane Mosley's corner. Shane Mosley apparently has decided to go a different way than his father, who used to train him. He's going to have a different trainer for this fight. Also, style-wise, understand that Margarito is a technician in the ring. He is a bit of an optical illusion. People with faster hands, like Shane Mosley, like Miguel Cotto, they see Margarito's slower hand speed, and they believe that they can counter Margarito. What doesn't seem to be fully understood is the fact that Margarito is in fact a technician. He's one of those rare fighters who can throw a left-handed uppercut in the middle of a combination. He is one of boxing's best body punchers. He is relentless. He cuts down on the distance between himself and his opponent. In the parlance of boxing, he walks down even knockout punchers like Miguel Cotto. Um, Also, many people claim that Antonio Margarito gets hit too much. What I want folks to do is to actually look at the films of his fights. You'll notice that Margarito is a master at rolling his shoulders. He does deflect a lot of punches. He rolls with punches. Margarito's defense is underrated. Keep in mind, he's been in against home run hitters, knockout punchers like Kermit Cintron, and was not stunned, was not phased in either fight, both of which he won by knockout. Cintron, by the way, is a much bigger fighter than Shane Mosley. The pattern we see in this fight will be similar to the Miguel Cotto fight, where Shane Mosley comes out, has his moments early on when he has a distinct hand speed advantage. But understand, in Margarito's fights, usually that hand speed advantage is done by the fourth round because Margarito by then has completely battered the other guy's body, has cornered the smaller man, and has forced the smaller man to be on the defensive. And we believe that's what's going to happen in this fight. The Ricardo Mayorga fight with Shane Mosley, I encourage viewers to look at that fight. Quite frankly, on my scorecard, I had Ricardo Mayorga winning that fight as late as the 10th round. And Shane Mosley, of course, was able to stop Mayorga in the closing seconds of the 12th round. But that fight was very close. In fact, at the time of the stoppage, one of the judges had Mayorga winning the fight. Shane Mosley clearly has a problem with guys who are physical, who are aggressive. Even though Shane Mosley had a hand speed advantage in that Ricardo Mayorga fight, it was amazing how Mayorga, who does not have Antonio Margarito's defensive skills, was able to stand right in front of Shane Mosley and give him the business. Well, we expect Antonio Margarito to do an even better job of that. And the difference between this fight and the Shane Mosley versus Miguel Cotto fight that went the distance is that Margarito is going to force the issue. He's going to be in Shane's face. He's going to cut down the distance. We do not believe that Shane Mosley operates well when a bigger guy is in front of him cutting down the distance between the two of them. Also, Shane Mosley will not be prepared for the body shots that Antonio Margarito is going to unload. Quite frankly, I'm surprised Shane Mosley's taking this fight. So, as we always tell gamblers, you want to self-insure, and by that, we mean split your bet. Put half of the bet on Antonio Margarito to win the fight outright. Then put the other half of your bet either on the fight to not go the distance or for Antonio Margarito to win by knockout. The option really depends, that you choose, really depends on your risk tolerance. But we do feel that there is a distinct possibility that Shane Mosley at 37 gets stopped in this fight for the first time, quite frankly, in his career. Also, for the cognoscenti, go back and look at Shane Mosley's two fights against Vernon Forrest. Like Margarito, also a taller welterweight, and you'll see that Shane Mosley had problems with Vernon's height. He didn't quite know what to do with Vernon. Understand that Antonio Margarito fights at a much faster pace than Vernon Forrest. Also, when you look at Margarito's record, understand that Joshua Clottey, who Margarito beat, is one of boxing's most underrated fighters. In fact, quite frankly, I would take Clottey over Shane Mosley. And, Margarito was able to handle Clottey. Let me also quickly address Paul Williams. Understand that Paul Williams is a better fighter at this stage, in my opinion, than Shane Mosley. Paul Williams is also one of boxing's more underrated fighters. If you look at the Paul Williams-Antonio Margarito tape, you'll actually notice that Margarito starts to dominate the later rounds of that fight. And Williams, who is known as the Punisher, wisely understood that he could not knock out Antonio Margarito, so he actually had to get on his horse and dance the entire fight. Margarito's not going to get knocked out by Shane Mosley. We believe there is a good chance that Shane Mosley gets knocked out by Antonio Margarito. We're taking Margarito in this fight, and we urge you to split your bet. Visit us at gamblersadvisory.com. Let us know what you think. Rate us here on YouTube. Leave comments here on YouTube. And also vote in our polls at gamblersadvisory.com. And when you gamble, use your head. Thanks for watching.